Welcome to the Astro Room, your very own portal to the cosmos. Thank you for coming back. We are going to image some exciting things tonight. Let's take a look at the Tadpole Nebula. This is going to be very cool. IC 410, the Tadpole. Alright, let's get this image to come up. I'm excited. Okay, there it is. It looks like it's taking me to NGC 1893. We have to look this up because I'm not 100% sure. NGC 1893 is that a group of clusters or a cluster, and it's got the Tadpole Nebula in there. I don't quite recall. Okay. Let's start imaging. Okay, so yeah, NGC 1893 is actually an open cluster in the constellation Auriga, and the Tadpole Nebula is in here. I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. Let's do a good, decent amount of imaging here with the Seestar and see how this is going to turn out. I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait. I can't wait, everyone. So let's look up some information on the Tadpole Nebula here. The Sky Guide app. Here it is. That's it right there. See how it has Auriga, Tadpole Nebula. Let's zoom in a bit. Wow. There it says NGC 1893. I hope that while you are watching this with me, that you are also imaging with your Seestar, because that's what's exciting. Like seeing, at least I think so. When I see others, the way they use this gives me ideas, makes me want to image the same thing. So I hope this is giving you guys some ideas of new space objects to look at that perhaps you haven't seen before. Maybe you've already done this one. But if it's a different night, maybe clearer sky, try it again. Tadpole Nebula. I'm so excited. Okay, what does it say about this nebula here? Emission Nebula. Oh yeah. Rises at 12:56 p.m. Okay, interesting. It peaks at 8:43 p.m. Okay. We might have missed the peak window here. According to my local time here in Southern California. It sets at 4:27. This is so neat. I just love learning about it as I'm like imaging, as I wait for the images to stack. I just love to read about it and get a nice understanding or idea of what I'm looking at, because that's what makes it exciting, is knowing what exactly am I looking at, where is it located, how far away is it, how big is it, apparent magnitude plus 7.5. The distance is 12,400 light years. Wow. Wow, okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Look at all that. Look at all this nebulosity in there. Look at these colors. Wow. Let's see if we can get a good one on the Seestar of the Tadpole, because if we can, then we could do some post-processing, right? Post-process the image a little bit and see if we can get these beautiful colors I have another video up. I'm not sure if you all saw already, but the video is of how to post-process images. It's a super easy step-by-step guide. Make sure you guys check it out. Yeah, it's a very quick video. It's literally under 4 minutes. You can post-process your own images that come from the Seestar. You know, make them look amazing. So, all right, let's go back. Oh, it's coming up. Oh, yes, finally. Here we go. Here we go. That's it. That's it. At 3 minutes. Nice. Really nice here. Play with this adjustment. Mind you, we've got a practically full moon out here. Looks like some field rotation starting to pop up right down here a little bit. But let's see. I like to play with the adjust because, you know, the exposure there a little bit will help you see sometimes a little clearer when you make that a little darker. You can compare when you make it brighter there. Darker. Oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool. Cannot wait to see how this is going to turn out, everyone. Oh, look at that. It says NGC 1893 right there. Wow. Yep, it's in there. Check it out. We're right in there. Zoom in. That's where the Tadpole Nebula is. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go back in and check this out as it continues stacking some images. Let's zoom in on here. There you have it. So interesting. It still blows my mind each time that we can see something that's so far away. You know, just the way a telescope can look at what our eyes can't normally see. I mean, telescopes are truly a portal to the cosmos, right? It's like a portal. That's what the Seestar is. Wow, you can tell there's some different colors in here too. Very cool. Okay, where are we at stacking images now? Let's see. Alright, barely about 6 minutes. Okay, so I'm trying to look for the tadpoles here, and they're right there. You can see two of them when you zoom in. Okay, so that's what we're gonna try to look for as we're getting these stacked images. I think we're at about 12 minutes now or so. Let's see if we can find these puppies. I'm thinking the tadpoles are gonna be right about here. I think so. So yeah, comparing it to other pictures that I'm looking up of the Tadpole Nebula, it looks like the core of those tadpoles are right here, right around here. You see this right here? That seems to be the head, so to speak, of the tadpole core. What I mean is, right here, that's it right there. The core right there. The head right there. Right there. Right there. Okay, so we're at about 45 minutes. 45 minutes of stacking, as you see here. And I've been doing 10-second exposures. And we can see the core of the tadpole right here. I mean, you can start seeing these colors here. This is really interesting. And this is coming from extremely light polluted skies. This is a Bordeaux 8 out here. You can see these colors coming out. All this luminosity. But the tadpole, they're basically right here. They're here. Really cool. If you live in darker skies, try this out. You know, you live in a Bordeaux 2, 3, 4. You know, anything less than 8, definitely try it out. It's gonna look even more amazing. And I'm gonna try and post-process this image too. See how it's gonna look. See if we can bring it out even more, enhance it. Alright, let's switch up our object now and let's image the Rosette Nebula. How about we do that? And we're going to do this one at 30-second exposures. Let me just set it to 30. So okay, so there it is, C50. This Rosette Nebula. Okay, let's autofocus this. Also, because this is a nebula, the light pollution filter should be on, so I'm going to turn that on as well. Let's start imaging at 30-second exposures. I believe that doing 30-second exposures instead of 10 seconds should speed up the image, because if, let's say, we want to do a 1 hour stacking, I've noticed that, at least for me, when I do 10-second exposures, it takes quite a long time for 60 minutes or 70 minutes of image stacking. Oh, look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Rosette Nebula. But yeah, like I was saying, I think I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. I believe that this should cut down the time that it takes, so to speak, to image, to stack for 60 minutes or for an hour. Because I noticed when I've done other stacking for 10 seconds on another object, let's say, and it's at 10 seconds, it'll take, for an hour of stacking, it'll literally be over an hour or an hour and a half or even up to 2 hours for me to get the full 60 to 70 minutes of stacking at 10 seconds. So let's see what's going to happen with doing 30 seconds. I'm wondering if this is going to work well or not, how this is going to turn out. Looks like it was picking up some star trails there. I think there's slight wind, but let's see. Okay, so this is what I'm noticing. It's not doing well at the 30 seconds. As a matter of fact, it hasn't even started stacking anything. Actually, we finally got, it looks like we have not even a minute of stacking yet, though. I mean, this is, I don't think this is gonna work, guys. I'm kind of bummed out. We're gonna have to go back down. I don't even want to try 20. It might be just as bad. We might just have to do 10 seconds. So it has about a minute now of stacking, and I don't know, these stars are, if we zoom in, it says stacking failed. They're not really looking round. They look like eggs instead. I don't know, should we keep trying? 1 minute barely of stacking. Look at how big this is, guys. I mean, the Rosette Nebula, clearly, it's not going to fit, right? In one image with this field of view with the Seestar. Like, I honestly wish ZWO Seestar would do mosaic panel. If they would just allow that feature, you know, I don't know if they're able to open that up. I hope that they're working on that. It would be so nice. I mean, the more updates we get on the app, the more features, you know, the more people are gonna be dying over this telescope. I mean, a lot of people already are, right? There's such a high demand. But yeah, it would be nice if we could fit the whole thing in there. Like this Rosette Nebula is just massive, beautiful. I hear there's rumors about a Seestar like S80 or something like that. That's very interesting. I'm wondering, there's just so much talk about it once they start doing more upgrades and stuff, but I mean, this telescope is already so good. It's so good. And if they could just keep cranking out updates, that would be nice. And I'm wondering, like, how soon are they going to come out with another one? And what's the price going to be? Like, I know some people got this telescope at like $400. I believe it was like some type of pre-sale. Unfortunately, I didn't get in on that. I wish I could have. I didn't buy it till it was being sold at the regular US dollar price of $500, right? The $499. But I'm curious, like, if they come out with another, a version 2.0, so to speak, the next Seestar S50 2.0, how much is it going to be? Is it going to be more expensive because they're going to add, a bigger field of view? But regardless, this telescope is fun. The one that we have that we can work with now, right? With this S50, it's just so fun to use. It's so easy, convenient, practical, just a grab and go scope. Like I was saying in one of my other videos, I have a Celestron Nextar 8SE, and I love it. But, the simplicity of just not having to, of just doing less work with the S50 is so cool. Then again, I do have an 8SE. I don't know if any of you that are watching, have it, but it is heavy for me. It's big. I'm kind of a small 5 foot tall person. I only weigh like 111 pounds, so I kind of wish I would have bought a smaller Celestron. But it's okay. It's okay. I love it. I love the Celestron, and it's just beautiful for planetary, for looking at Jupiter, for looking at Saturn. The rings. It's just awesome. But especially when you take it out to dark skies, I've been able to see some insane clusters. In that Celestron. But once again, going back to the Seestar, this is just phenomenal what they've done with this. Well, it looks like we're still at 1 minute of stacking. I feel like it's not going anywhere. I mean, this is looking good. I just wish, I don't know, maybe does it take longer when we're doing 30 seconds? What do you guys think? I'm curious, like in the comments, you guys let me know what you have tried. Maybe I can do a separate video at different exposure settings too, of this same nebula and compare it. But I'm really hoping that this won't discard any more images and we'll just do this. If not, we're gonna have to lower it, guys. For the record, it's January 29th, 2024, in case you end up watching this way in the future. We're just coming off a full moon, the wolf moon. Check out that video too. I just did a video a few days ago on the wolf moon, the first full moon of January. It was beautiful. I like this. I like the way it's looking. Somehow I even feel like the stars are kind of getting their shape back a little bit to round. Am I wrong on this? I don't know, but at the same time, this isn't moving, like it's not stacking anymore. I wonder. I know there's a little bit of wind out here. I'm in Southern California. The winds were 9 miles per hour earlier, but I mean, that's not too bad. And it says now it's 4 miles per hour, so... Huh, this is interesting. 4 mile per hour gusts, 2 mile per hour winds. I'm curious, are any of you guys having a better outcome doing 30-second exposures? Maybe you live in darker skies. Is it better for you guys? Let me know, guys. I'm seriously very curious about this. I don't know if it's just a bad night. I mean, it's a beautiful night out there. It's beautiful tonight. That's why I was like, let's do Rosette. Let's see how this is gonna come out, because the night is gorgeous out here, and now it's at 1:30. Look at that. Oh, stacking failed. We're at 1:30 of stacking. Barely. It's like I'm tempted to start it over, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to, because, you know, all this time already kind of lost on this. I don't know. I shouldn't say lost. I mean, it was looking beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. This is nice. Imagine this at an hour of stacking, guys. You can see these colors on here. Do you guys see this? This is, look at this. It's absolutely stunning. The Rosette Nebula is a stunner. I don't think it's just me. It is looking better. It's looking better. It is, guys. Okay, it looks like it's discarding way too many images. I'm going to do the 10 seconds. It seemed to be a fail at 30, so I'm gonna go down to the 10 seconds, guys. Okay, so we're doing 10 seconds now of exposures, and the stacking is already, I believe it's already going faster. Look how quickly we're almost at a minute, right? Yeah, it's definitely a lot faster with the 10 seconds. Everyone, listen to this. Check this out. I just found out there's a new update on the Seestar app. People are talking about it on a forum online, and from what I'm seeing, it says that you can add now brightness, contrast, and saturation, and an undo feature while you're processing, or excuse me, while you're taking images. This is kind of flipping me out. Have you guys heard about this? A lot of people are saying it's only on Android. I have Apple. There's a confusion about, is it on both Android and iPhone and Apple? I keep reading that it's on both. Some people are saying it's only Android. The version looks like it's an update 2.06. I was literally checking today if there was an update, so this is blowing my mind that I didn't see any update. Could it be because I'm on an Apple device? Yeah, but what they're saying is that the update, what it does right here on these features right here, you know how you can adjust the exposure right here? It has now saturation and brightness settings that you can do while it's imaging. It sounds like it's almost like a little post-processing, or a little image processing while you're at it. I mean, that is really cool. I need to check that out. I have you guys checked it out? Everyone, there it is. There's an update. My Seestar does say it has 2.06 version, the firmware version. But this is telling me there's an update. Oh my, I'm flipping out. Okay, it says new features, added deep sky stack, added video stack, added image editing. That must be it right there. The image editing that they're saying that you can process and process the images as you're taking the pictures, as you're stacking. Added image adjustment in stargazing mode. What? Upgraded the album interaction. Added zoom in solar and lunar mode. Is this like a deeper zoom? Like maybe instead of just 4x, does it go to even higher? Speaking of that, check out my video that I did on Jupiter. How you can get that way bigger than 4x. You can get that huge, like monster huge, as you're taking photos or while you're recording or while you're looking at it, through the Seestar. You can zoom that as much as you want. You just have to use the pinch mode. The pinch with your fingers, right? You grab your two fingers and you're kind of separating them, right? Like the way you would zoom in on a regular picture on your phone while you're looking, if you're looking at an image. So you do the same thing to zoom in tremendously on Jupiter. Guys, you guys need to check out that video. So make sure you check it out. It's the one that I did on Jupiter 100x zoom. Okay, so let's keep digging into this. So upgraded, where am I? Added image adjustment in stargazing mode, upgraded the album interaction. I wonder what that is. Added zoom in solar and lunar mode. Okay, we already talked about that. Added object track in scenery mode. Feedback is welcome. Wow, look at that. Optimizations, optimize the efficiency of image enhancement in stargazing mode. Optimize text and UI. Fix known bugs. Oh, we like that. Yes. Maybe is this gonna help out with like all these discarded images, right? Like sometimes I hear a lot of people complaining about images getting discarded easily, right? Oh man, guys, but this is, oh wow. So look at the update. It says 7 hours ago. They just did this. No wonder. I just found out. Like right now, as I'm talking, filming this, like it's happening. Like right now, January 29th. It is 9:30 p.m. Southern California Pacific Standard Time. Look at that. They just released this literally today. Now I wish I would have been recording this, right? Or would have started doing the nebula recording, stacking after I had done this update. Okay, guys, it's okay. Stay tuned. We're gonna have more videos. It's all good. It's all okay. But make sure you guys do this update. This is so exciting. So exciting. Look at that. Oh man. I mean, guys, like I said, once again, for the price, right? For what you're paying for this, It's so convenient, and this company continues to pour out updates to improve the firmware, to improve the app, to improve the user interface. Who doesn't love that? I mean, you know, you really are getting what you paid for, right? I mean, if I'm paying $500 compared to other smart telescopes, that it's a decent price. It really is. However, still, like, who doesn't want more and more? Who doesn't want them to continue putting out updates? This is awesome. I really think ZWO is listening to their customers, right? To the users, and they know what people want. They know the updates we want. From what I'm reading, there's no mosaic mode still. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier, right? If we just could do mosaic panels, because some of these nebulas are so big that you cannot fit them in one frame. You have to like image them, at separate times, and it's hard. I tried doing it with the California Nebula a couple weeks ago, and it was just, I don't know, I was having a lot of issues with that, just trying to do separate it, because it's just so big, and trying to do it one by one. I needed like 3 different frames. It was hard, but anyway, beside the point here. If we could just get mosaic mode, come on, ZWO, if you're watching this, I'm sure you guys watch or try to listen to what your users, what your customers want, what they need. Let's get it cranking, guys. Let's get some mosaic panel, and it's just gonna be even better. Just when you thought this couldn't get better, they released another update. And quick, guys. This was quick. I mean, when was the last update? I don't recall, but it wasn't that long ago, right? So just when I thought, you know what, are they going to put up more updates? I was thinking if they did, the update would just be like, fixed a few known bugs or something like that, right? Like, I didn't think they were going to add. I mean, now that we know there is actual processing of images, the saturation, the brightness. Oh, I wish I could see it now. I wish I could see it now, guys. But it's not gonna happen, because I'm imaging right now. This is like, I'm filming this live as we go. So okay. Time to calm down. Let's go back to Rosette Nebula and see what's going on. But this news with the update is, oh man, I'm excited. Thanks, ZWO. I'm just thinking, let's go back to this real quick, because I'm just thinking about this update when we have the actual processing of images as you're imaging. You can change the saturation and the brightness. What this does is this keeps us users, us customers, more of a loyal fan, so to speak, of ZWO, because now we don't have to use other apps, right? Use other apps and leave the Seestar universe and go to another app and process your image, right? You don't have to do that anymore. You just stay within it and get it done, quick and easy. Hopefully that's what it's going to turn out to be. Yeah, so you don't have to leave the Seestar app to process your image. Like, once you're done, you just do it right there, right? You just process the image right there, just and then next object, right? Like, that's cool. I can't wait, guys. We're gonna have to dig into this at a later time, later video, but Yeah, you guys let me know, like, if you're watching this and you've already updated, please let me know in the comments what you guys are seeing, experiencing, because this is awesome. Check it out, 11 minutes. 11 and a half minutes of stacking at 10 seconds, and it looks really nice, guys. The Rosette Nebula is absolutely beautiful. While we're at it, let's look up some information on Rosette Nebula. You guys know that I love this. I love to think about and understand really, and think about more deeply about what exactly I'm looking at and how far it is from Earth. How big is it? So let's look at the Sky Guide app and check it out. Rosette Nebula. This is a beautiful app, guys, by the way. It's free, the Sky Guide app. Of course, if you pay a subscription, a yearly subscription, you get a few more features, but honestly, the free version is just fine. Wow. Emission Nebula. The Rosette Nebula. Apparent magnitude plus 5.5. Guys, look at this. That's what we're seeing on the Seestar right now. Looks exactly like that. Yep. That's it. Those little details are even popping out on the Seestar. I'll show you guys in a bit, but this detail right here, it looks like a Y shaped. That's popping out. That's on the Seestar. You can see it on the imaging. We'll look at it in a bit. So let's look at this. The distance is 5,000. It's 5,200 light years from Earth. 5,200 light years. What is that in comparison to Orion? You know, so it's relatively not too far, so to speak, just because that's why we can see it so quickly. As soon as you start imaging it, right, you can already start capturing all its colors. Also known as Caldwell 49. The Rosette Nebula, large circular H2 region, located in the molecular cloud Monoceros region of the Milky Way galaxy. Look at this, measures roughly 130 light years in diameter. From here to here, boom, boom, 130 light years. This is exactly why we can't fit the whole thing in one frame in the Seestar. This is why we need mosaic panel. You hear this, ZWO? We need mosaic panel update as soon as possible, please. The field of view is just too small. Okay. The radiation from the young stars excite the atoms in the nebula, causing them to emit radiation themselves, producing the emission nebula we see. The mass of the nebula is estimated to be around 10,000 solar masses. Jeez. The cluster is visible in binoculars. Okay, the stars. Seen well, quite well seen in small telescopes. That's right. That's right. A dark side is a must to see it. Wow. Yeah, I guess to see in more detail, right? Of course. But hey, I'm on Bortle 8. I'm at Bortle 8 right now, imaging it, looking amazing. Wow. Photographically, the Rosette Nebula is easier to record, and it is the only way to record the red color, which is not seen visually. Oh, we can do some post-processing? I'll have it at the end of the video. And we're going to make it look as close to this as possible with post-processing. Oh yeah, this rosy red color. Wow. Love it. I love this app because it just like, look at that. I love it. I love how you can just see everything. Love it. Okay, so what I was saying earlier, that Y shape that was showing up on the Sky Guide app, the detail, it's right here. The Y shape, you see that? Look at that detail. Like, how can the Seestar just, pick up such nice detail? Such a small but mighty scope. That's what I like to call it. Make sure you guys image this too. If you have a Seestar already, make sure you image the Rosette Nebula, depending where you're located. I'm in the northern hemisphere. Not sure if this is visible right now in the southern, but make sure you image this either once you get your Seestar. I know some people are still waiting for their orders, or if you have it already, just go to this. We're at 15 minutes, 16 minutes, almost 17 minutes of stacking.